Vortex here, and I'm back with something different. This is a XLR based condenser microphone kit from Uhuru. So as you can see, everything on the box is what you get, and it's cardioid polar pattern, so you have to speak into the front, and that's how it works. And throughout this video, on purpose, I won't be using the pop filter or the microphone foam sock on purpose, so you can hear what it sounds like unfiltered. And I won't be doing anything with the actual audio. I may just boost it in post, but that's it. I won't do any changes to it. But if you do get closer, I do recommend the pop filter, because the plosives do happen with the P's and the B's. And yeah, this is what the box looks like. XLR. You do get all the cables, boom arms adjustable, as you say, cardioid polar pattern, 16 millimeter mic capsule, and yeah, it's all metal. This is the back. That's, as you say, cardioid, frequency response, sensitivity, all the information's there what you need. XLR, so you have to use it with a mixer or a audio interface of sorts, because it needs 48 volt phantom power. You have to. You can't just plug it into your mic jack, because it won't work. It needs power. And I will show you later on what my interface is, but we'll get to that soon. Yeah, that's what it looks like on the image. Very straightforward kind of kit. And I was looking forward to one of these kits. It saves buying each part individually, or you can just buy it as one. I find it's a lot more straightforward. So here you go. You get just a feedback card, I guess, with their information. uhurumobility.com. There you get the user manual, which is kind of useful just to actually skim through. As you say, there's some more information of the specs. Just normal description. It's always worth just having a look through. Some of it isn't always important, but some of it is. Just basically showing you how you set it up. As you say, it's very straightforward. That picture's important because it's showing you where you actually have to sing into it or speak into it. And that's just a really generic connection, and there's nothing on the back. So you get the microphone foam or kind of sock. Kind of useful. I probably will be using that when I use this full time. And yeah, and this is the pop filter, which I'll recommend if you get closer to it to stop the plosives. It's quite useful. And there is how it actually clamps on top of the bar, on the actual bar, the arm, which I'll show you later on. So yeah, this is basically the bit underneath. You get a silica gel to stop any foam, moisture. That's the shock mount. There's two arms on there I didn't really show, to actually you open it to push the microphone into. Here is the desk clamp, which works fine. On the very bottom there is like a slight foam, so you can, obviously it doesn't damage the desk. XLR cable, the correct one, as it's got both ends, a male and female. And here is the microphone itself, all metal construction, kind of plain looking, which I like. Uhuru is the side you have to speak in. You don't speak into the back. So there's the front. Got some weight to it. Build quality seems fine. I don't really see any issues with the build. And that's the actual arm itself, if I can get it out. That there in my left hand is just basically like a wrap you can use to tidy up the cable. I'd probably recommend getting maybe one more or two more, just to keep it a bit more tidy. The arm is all metal. Quality seems fine, really. I don't really see any issues. There is probably better arms out there, but they do cost more money. This is the interface I'm using, which is a Behringer UMC22. That's what's set at, just under 50%. and I'm using 48V, which is obviously the phantom power. So this is how it's set up on my desk. There, behind my small monitor, over the top. There's that one wrap. That's why you're probably best off having two. That's just how it screws onto there, the shock mount, and that's just how it sits. And there's my monitor in the back. That's it with the foam filter, which is probably a little bit more useful than going what I'm doing now without the actual. I'm not using any pop filter or the foam filter throughout this review. That's probably more useful, or that's probably even better if you speak close to it. And I'll show you that's how it actually fits onto the arm. It's all good, no issues at all really. But I'd say throughout the kit, the build quality actually seems fine, like no issues at all really. So I'll put it on top of my bed so you can actually just see a better look at it all. So that's the clamp. It goes into actually the base of the arm, and then you actually screw it obviously with that knob. There's a spring for the tension. There you can adjust it there for extra tightener. There's just one of the actual tie wraps. There should be maybe a couple more, would help. That's just where the pop filter's clamped. There's another one of those, I'm not sure the name, the knobs to keep it tighter, and that's just how it sits. Very very straightforward. And yeah, just the end of it really. My conclusion, I think it's a solid kit. I like that you can actually upgrade it if you want to down the line, because it's XLR, or you can use, as you say, a dynamic microphone. Yeah, and I think it's a good kit. If you're starting out for beginners, podcasters, voiceover, I think it's good. So yeah, thanks for watching and take care.